Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this midweek reading. I'm mostly intuitive with my readings, but somehow recently I've fallen into a pattern of doing like two readings per week, one kind of like in the middle of the week and then one for the next week. I don't know why. It's yeah, again, my intuition is saying, okay, those are the two times perhaps more people are needing certain guidance and certain, not help, but yeah, guidance in some way, shape or form. And I have my Millennial Tarot deck right here, which I'm gonna use. It's such a large, by large I mean it's like the cards are not easy to handle as such, so I'm gonna like lay them out on the table so that they're just easy to pull out. Yeah, so what I was saying was I've been like wanting to do readings more and more, and I hope these messages help you. And yeah, I'm currently doing quite a few different things where I offer personal readings, but I also offer coaching and mentorship. So my coaching sessions are like 90 minutes long, and they're more about a specific topic. I mostly specialize in limiting beliefs, mindset, changing, like shifting your mindset. What is like your inner blockage that is stopping you from progressing forward, especially in your career or like some sort of a project that you are wanting to go into. That's what I do specialize in. But I do work across all the different fields because often all areas are interlinked and there is no way to really separate them, and the blocks sometimes come from relationships that are stopping you in your progression in your career, for example. So there is no one way to say which one, like, you know, it's just more life coaching. And since I am a Reiki healer and a tarot reader, I do combine those aspects into my coaching and into my mentorship programs. My mentorship program is 10 weeks long, and that really is a deep inner work. We work through, well, whatever theme is really very apparent, especially if it's to do with like just wanting to feel like you are worthy of having the things that you want. And I really help you and guide you week to week, where I stay in touch with you via messages, and any triggers or anything that comes up within you, that's when you can contact me and I tell you this is what is happening and how you can progress through it. And in those 10 weeks, you really gain the tools and learn how to manage that eventually going forward by yourself. But it's really a focused program for people who are wanting to create a big change in their life. And I've been through several mentorships, coaching courses, and what worked for me the best was one-to-one coaching, because I felt like with one-to-one focused coaching, it's just so much better when you have someone telling you, hey, I see you stepping into your victim mindset. You need to come out of it. And it's a trusted person who is telling you this, and then you realize, oh, I didn't even realize that I was in my victim mindset when I'm complaining about certain thing, and that I do have the tools, and really I should be taking radical responsibility in order to go for what I want. So that's what I can help you with. Really look at perhaps how your relationships are in your life right now, and perhaps are you self-sabotaging or other people sabotaging you around you, and how can you change that? The spiritual journey is not easy, and I don't recommend anyone to do it alone. I haven't done it alone. I found the people who were the right teachers for me and are the right teachers for me, and who helped me progress onto the next stage, and to really helped me in identifying and facing fears which were sometimes crippling, and I knew I was in this state of stagnancy which I didn't want to be. So yes, if you are interested in mentorship, coaching, 10-week mentorship, and a coaching session, which is 90 minutes usually, or a tarot reading, do reach out to me via email or on my Instagram, and I can tell you more about it and regarding prices and everything too. So, yes, let's begin the reading. I'm going to lay out the cards. Just push it a bit backwards because creating more space. Okay. Temperance. Balance. Someone was really wanting to have balance in their life. Someone's overworked. Someone's really overworked and they're like struggling. Whoever is watching, one or two of you are really just like, I'm not sure what's happening. Overworked, want to really find how can they reduce that overworking and find the right balance within their life, with fitness as well as relationships, kind of like having that in balance along with work. King of Thoughts. This is usually King of Swords. Someone mastering masculine energy. Okay. Someone is very like so King of Swords is normally a person who's very very logical but also very wise. They make their decisions based on complete like plans and what the logical steps are and more the facts that are presented to them. Someone who's like, this is the kind of energy you want to be in right now. Right now. Okay, this is what I'm getting. So right now you want to be in this because you can't let your emotions be attached to a certain situation. You are kind of in a phase where you're planning next steps for your future and planning next steps for long-term life goals. It's a long-term planning. And in that long-term planning, you are looking at mastering this masculine energy, which is more to do with looking at the facts where you are, even like more spreadsheet based, more like, okay, this is what I learned from that situation. So I'm not going to put myself into that. So, or this is a classic example for this would be that should you be doing something based on your feelings, or should you be looking at the other, like more, not logical, what's the word? More, for example, grounding aspects like, okay, is this going to meet my financial needs? Is this going to give me what I'm truly looking for? Is this actually going to aid my goals? Do I want to be associated with this person or not really? Here, your assertiveness and boundary setting is going to play a large role in the next couple of days or a week or whenever you watch it. From then, this is how you want to be right now, rather than more emotions based, which is like King of Cups and perhaps even like King of Pentacles. This is King of Swords is very much, let me look at the facts, what is presented, where am I right now, and I need a plan to go forward to see what I'm trying to create next and how to achieve that. Very, very logical based planning time is right now. Queen of Cups. How interesting that we just had this, which is the Knight of Swords, which is a very logical planning thinking, but it's also saying intuition, Queen of Cups. Don't forget your intuition to also take part in it, you know? Okay, Temperance, balance. It's a balance of this. It's a balance of intuition as well as strategic, level-headed planning. For some of you, this is, you are this person. You are the more logical, the more like strategic person, the one who's like who knows how to do this. You are more grounded in terms of being in one place and perhaps more attached to, you know, not attached, that's not the right word, more knowledgeable about prioritizing money goals. Does this really work? Is this person, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're just more logic based. You will look at facts. You will look at like data presented to you and make decisions. So someone is like this, and what you're looking for is to partner up. This could be a romantic relationship, could be a work sort of situation too. You're looking to partner up with someone who perhaps is more intuitive, perhaps someone who is just more intuition led, and they are very in touch with their emotions. They are the more like coming together. This partnership, whether that's in some sort of a work project situation or a love romantic relationship, is gonna do wonders. It is amazing. Like, this is the balance you are searching for. You're searching, whoever this is, if you're the more intuitive one, you're searching for that person to kind of match up with you, so you balance out your energies. Or if you are the more strategic fact-based person, you're looking for someone who is more intuitive. They are the ones who are more in their feminine energy. Perfect balance of masculine and feminine. It legit says mastering masculine energy underneath it, and it says mastering feminine energy underneath it. There is no way about it. Finding that balance. You're trying to find that balance between the two, and perhaps finding that balance is very possible if you are in a partnership where these polarities exist. If that doesn't exist at the moment, if you are already in a relationship and that doesn't exist in the moment, or you are dating people who are not really are in the polarity that you are wanting, whether that's you are wanting someone feminine or perhaps more masculine, this is something to consider a bit more. This is something to look at. Like, why is this not happening? Is it because I am perhaps more not trusting that I'm gonna find this person? So you start to take charge more. You start to think, okay, well, I need to control certain things, and this may be automatic and subconscious reaction rather than really you saying, I want to control it. It's more like, I'm not getting that, so I need to take action myself because I'm not seeing it. It could be that sort of thing. Right, that's a message. More cards. Judgment. Quarter life crisis. Someone doesn't feel good enough where they are. Someone feels like they are you're not feeling good enough where you are. You feel like right now you should have more at whatever stage of life you are in. Like, you should have or should be more is what you are thinking about. Quarter life crisis. So it's more like you kind of feel like you have progressed in your career. You perhaps may even, there's one area or maybe two areas of your life which makes you feel like you are behind in life. Feeling behind in life is the message that I get. Some of you may be going through some sort of a separation, whether that's in a relationship or some sort of a job situation you're leaving, and that's what is also making you feel like you are behind in life, because you're like, I have to start all over again. What's the point when, like, I invested so much in something and yet I'm still having to start over? But it's really important to note that it's not starting over. It's actually starting over from the brand new version of you. Often we don't see the tangible results in the spiritual world because it's very internal, and how our feelings and emotions have, or the bandwidth of feelings and emotions that we have felt have progressed, and that tolerance of what we are able to handle is increased, which is such a big thing. I would say, like, you can't really show that as you may be able to show, for example, a brand new house that you bought, a business that you built. You did all those things, but that spiritual growth can't be shown. which is why it's a very felt experience, and those who do go through it know the immense power of managing your emotions and learning how to work with them, giving space to them, holding space for them, and how important it is, and what a fulfilling life experience that it can give you, because it has and is giving me that. And yeah, that's what I get from here. Someone feels behind in life. Another thing I hear is, if you are feeling behind in life about something, there's a very big reason that I have realized that that has been coming up more and more so for me whenever I feel behind in life. It's because our education system has not really set us up for feeling like we have achieved things. For example, if you know, especially when you were young, a lot of the achievements would have been focused on the grades you get and how well you do in something, especially for parental approval and validation. No one was really fully taught life skills. And I feel really passionate about like financially taking care of our lives and feeling empowered, especially for women. We are not really taught that. All those systems are becoming really outdated now. And if you feel like you are behind in life, it's not your fault. It's also massively how our system is built, you know, and how we were taught one path and not really taught that this may not apply in the future, because our world is progressing so much more. We are in the new world order and entering a new world order, and there is no way that old ways of being are going to function in the future. Having multiple levels of income is essential nowadays, whether that's investing in stocks and shares, whether that is having a side business or something, you know, it is essential. So yeah, you're not behind in life, you just weren't taught the skills and given the right information and things to really make you fit for the world we live in right now. So there's some comfort that you can take in from this message, I hope. Right, let's get another card. Justice. The social justice warrior. Okay, the message that I get here is actually that you are thinking, I am fighting for a cause, whether you're like perhaps even like your business or something you are passionate about, you are sharing stuff about it and really kind of like talking about it more and more. And perhaps what you're not seeing is a lot of people engaging in it, or even monetarily being rewarded for it. But it's something that is perhaps very dear to your heart, and you want to dedicate your life to this mission, you know, because it's important. It is important to create that change in the world, but you feel like you can't because perhaps it's not meeting your financial needs, and you're like, how am I going to make a living whilst also pursuing this passion, but whilst also putting my voice out there. And you feel like the justice isn't served because perhaps people look at social media and look at people, you know, I don't know, it's just one thing that comes to my mind is people who are perhaps influencers and, you know, are selling that kind of lifestyle, and you perhaps may be talking more about a cause or something that you are extremely passionate about and wanting to change in the world, but it's just not something that gets as much engagement. There's nothing to worry about it. I think that won't necessarily happen on social media platform because people are wanting to see it's curated images to make themselves feel better. You know, day-to-day work is so hard that social media is kind of like a break or a dream inspiration kind of platform in some cases, but you are of course open to going onto other platforms like, you know, YouTube or TikTok, where you can really deeply talk about specific issues, which may be able to raise more awareness for what you are wanting to create a change in. Yeah, so this is what I'm getting. Someone is wanting to like just give up on what they are really passionate about, and you're like, well, I'm giving my life to it, but I don't know how I'm meant to survive or make it. This is where the multiple levels of income does come into play. If it means that you have to pause for a bit and focus on yourself and focus on your survival, this is essential. Do focus on your survival and your initial, like your financial, your health, your main pillars. You know, in Maslow's hierarchy, we do want to focus on our needs first, and then we are able to fight for the causes much better and create a change much more. But we do want to focus on ourselves first. So if that means you take a little bit of break and focus on yourself in terms of sustaining yourself, getting a part-time job, investing in certain things on the side, do that, and then come back to the cause that you are fighting for. You can't do it unless you yourself are sustained and your needs are met. That's the message. Okay, I'm just going to get last card now. Six of Thoughts. Better together. Obstacles. Someone has been facing obstacle on obstacle on obstacle. It's like, when is this going to end? You know, that's the message that I get. But this is saying, reach out for help. Reach out, even if it feels like, God, I don't know, like, you know, I don't know if that person will have time for me, this and that. Reach out for help. You need it. And there is no shame in it. And the most that person can say is no. And in that case, well, you were going to do things alone anyway, so you may as well try it out first, get as much help as you need, and then do it alone. Then at least you've tried. Reach out for help though. You don't have to do this alone. Okay. I just want to get a message from this deck, which is the Tosha Silver's deck. Okay. Solitude. Once you embrace the inner divine and your own sacred solitude, the right people arrive at the right time, exactly on schedule, without forcing or chasing. Okay, incredible. So yeah, maybe it's time to go within. Maybe it's time to just take some time out, actually. Take some time out from your normal like people around, and just try and focus on getting your life together. Find that balance within yourself, and for that it is requiring a bit of solitude. Actually, do go within, do focus on what your next steps might be, what you might be creating, and then perhaps then the right people will reach out, and then perhaps go into the world in a more helpful way, then try and help them. Focus on yourself first is the message I get. All right, I'm going to end this reading here because I think we had quite a lot of messages, and I hope this reading helps you. Again, if you need more help, specific help, this is a general reading, but if you require more specific, deeper help, do reach out via my email or messages on Instagram, or yeah, you know the deal. And I can help you in a more personal, guided way through that. Yeah, this is just general reading. Right, I hope you have a lovely week, and I'll see you in the next one.